And here we are. All
Hey.
right. Tentative episode 2 of the OhJordzOhShow. Tentative title because I can't come up with anything better. With my good friend Miranda Werkheiser. We used to work together. We are good buddies. Miranda, tell everyone about yourself, how they would know you.
So I'm a lot of things, but I'm really just like I'm here just being. So I am a mom. I have two kids. I am very high energy. I'm an ambivert. As much as I love to be out and about, I love my me time so much. Um, I have a lot of passions, but my why really is to make an impact on the world. So anything that I do, like I'm all about putting other people on. I have a really big belief that the more people I help, that the more I'll be able to receive in a sense of just like reciprocity. We were just talking about the word reciprocity. And so I'm just a big giver. I'm a big giver, and I know that in some way, shape, or form, it will come back to me. And I love seeing other people succeed, man. It's like, that's what drives me. It's so exciting to see somebody just kind of expand their way of thinking, or to have a little bit of a breakthrough, or to be able to express themselves in some way, shape, or form. So that's really what drives me.
Now, you always have had such a like an insane hustle, an insane entrepreneurship attitude. I see you kind of have this new venture. It's been around for it looks like roughly I would say what 2 years, maybe 3 years, 2 years or so. Surrender and Slay. Want to
So
tell us just a little bit about that?
yes, I would love to.
My gosh.
So Surrender and Slay has been, it started actually as a way of life. It started as like, this is my lifestyle, and I'll explain it in just a minute. It actually came to fruition just a little over a year ago. It was like July 19th, I believe, is when like the papers were official and whatnot. So the idea of Surrender and Slay is, so one of the things is I'm a certified spiritual life coach, amongst other things. So for me, surrendering is like giving everything up to the universe, right? Like I'm going to give up whatever I want. I'm going to give it whatever I'm scared of, and I'm just going to trust that I'm heard. And then the slate part is like, I'm going to put those action steps in, right? So it's like the masculine and feminine energy. It's the writing what I want down, but then it's like, you can't just get what you want by writing something down. You literally have to go out and at least take one step every day. So that's kind of what Surrender and Slay is. That's been my lifestyle. And then it's gone through quite a little bit of a transition. I started it as a partnership with my best friend. And then my best friend is incredible. She went into recovery and is doing really well. But we decided that it just was best for me just to take this on, because I had so much that I wanted to give. I mean, quarantine was very, very, very good for me. COVID has, like, this whole experience has actually launched me into where I want to be. Like right now I'm working on this incredible fashion show. So I do events, photography, and coaching. And just the things that are happening right now are just, it's so beautiful. Like I just get to collab with people and create really cool shit. It's amazing.
Now, what is what did do you guys have a social media strategy? Do you
Mm.
like to use one platform or the over the others? Obviously, so you had do a lot of photography. So is your strategy to make sure you're having like great photos out there? Tell me a little bit
Yeah.
about that.
Yes. So right now, I love Instagram and I love Facebook. So I don't do a whole lot on LinkedIn. I don't do a whole lot on Pinterest. I don't do a lot on there. Right now, I'm really focused on Instagram and Facebook. And what's even interesting about that is that the kind of following that I have on both of them is different,
Hmm.
because I have my Surrender and Slay, and then I also have my public figure page. And so across the board, with those four pages and Facebook and Instagram, it's like the engagement is incredible. The way that I use Instagram for Surrender and Slay is it's a set of three. So I'm big on like blocking, and my brand has such a feel to it. So yes, I have my colors. I make sure that there's an even amount of words and then pictures, and everything really just has to match the brand for me. I show a little bit more of my personality with the brand and what I'm doing on my story. So I utilize Instagram stories more probably than anything else. I think it's a place to showcase work, but I also think it's a place to showcase like the behind the scenes. And I think that's what really draws people in. So, yeah, as far as Instagram goes, I do. You can, if you go to my page, you'll even be able to see, like, I always post in blocks of 3.
Okay.
So part of that is for aesthetics. Part of that is like the Instagram, the algorithm, you know?
Yeah.
So if I have, you know, somebody liking and commenting on every one of those things, that means that it's circulating more. So business side of it, it's the algorithms. And then other business side of it is aesthetic wise. It looks really clean and crisp and fun, which is what the brand is all about.
Do you like to post those on a schedule? Do you have like a calendar for your posts, or do you just kind of wing it? Or do you just kind of like feel it out, whatever the events are coming with?
Yeah, so right now, I would like to be posting more because I do typically have a schedule, but all of my photo shoots typically had to be kind of like pushed back.
Sure.
So like starting next week, there's going to be a lot more that can be posted because a lot of my stuff that was kind of put on hold because the venues that I was using were not open yet. So yes, I do typically love to make sure that I post. It depends. So the way that I post is I actually go to my analytics and I can see when most of my followers are on.
Oh, sure.
So that is actually how I say, okay, most of my followers are on this day and at this time, and then that's when I'll post. So I use the analytical side of it to determine when I'm going to post. I typically would love to be able to post 2 or 3 times a week just because I have 3 different branches of Surrender and Slay. So I want to make sure everybody's up to date on everything that I'm doing.
Awesome. Yeah, you know, and with those analytics and all that, that's a really, really, really easy way to just sort of track your market and
yes,
really get those leads. You know, that's an easy tool. That's awesome.
Incredible. Instagram makes it so easy. You have to be like a business page. So, for instance, my daughter got signed by a modeling agency, and I was like, you know, it'd be really great for you to be able to see what posts are doing well, what's bringing, because, you know, you can go on every single post individually. You can recap your week. It's like it does it for you. So I actually ran a course over quarantine on how to utilize analytics on Instagram, because Facebook is great as well. Like Facebook gives you some, but Instagram's easy. Instagram is like, it's literally like, here, let me give you everything you need to know about your followers so that you can maximize everything that you're doing. And so it's just something that like sometimes people are like, no, I'm just going to post here. And it's like, strategically, it makes sense to utilize the information because it's free. You don't pay for the analytics. Whereas, you know, you can actually purchase some things that give you that kind of analytics, but use your Instagram, y'all.
Sure. Okay. Well, so you kind of touched on your Instagram and your Facebook and all that jazz. Give us some of your accounts so people know the best way to follow you. And yeah.
Okay, perfect. So Surrender and Slay is on Instagram, just straight Surrender and Slay LLC. It's the same thing on Facebook. And then if y'all want to follow my personal public page, my public figure page, that is my son's. He says, hey guys. It is Miranda_A_Werkheiser. Do you want me to spell it out? Because that's a mouthful.
Yes, please.
Okay, yeah. It is Miranda_A_Werkheiser. WERKHEISER. Listen, good luck, y'all, because that is a mouthful. I have a traumatic story of being in kindergarten and trying to learn how to spell my name. So.
That's awesome. And you said you had a fashion show. What's the event for that?
Okay, so I definitely want to put I'm going to put the plug out there for
absolutely
who I'm working with. So I have partnered with, so Eric has been a friend of mine for a little over 5 years, like 5.5 years. And he created a clothing line called Life Love Inc. And it's all about loving your life, living your life, and incorporating yourself in your life, and just using what you have to like really put yourself into the world, right? We're here, we're alive, we may as well use it to do what we want to do. And his clothing line is incredible. And so I went ahead, this is such a funny story. I went ahead and asked my friend if we could use his venue for the show, even though like my friend Eric had no idea I was asking about a fashion show that he didn't know he was going to do. And so a month later, I said to Eric, I was like, just so you know, like we have a venue if you ever want to do a fashion show. And he's like, what? So that was the beginning of it. But it is, I actually can't see the date. You guys have to follow Surrender and Slay. We actually have a whole like reveal thing. We are about 2.5, 3 weeks into planning everything. So excited about it. It is going to be in November. It is Life Love Inc. Life Love Incorporated on Instagram. I post a lot on it on Surrender and Slay and on my public figure page. So you guys will you're going to see it anyway. So go ahead and give him a follow. Look at his brand. It's incredible. The person that he is behind the brand is just like even more fascinating. So he's all about like just diversity and everybody just living their individual life. And so the fashion show is going to be all about that. I mean, it's going to be lights, camera, live performances, 4 different scenes. We're launching brand new material. I get to cut all the crop tops and do some designing. So I have like planning the event with him in partnership with him, but I also get to be part of the creative process of like the actual clothing, which is something I've never done before. And it's exciting. So yeah, it's going to be really big and really exciting. It's going to be held locally in Green Bay. And the best part is like him and I working together, we're able to put so many other people on, photographers, stylists, we have a runway director to make sure that the models, and they're all local people who that's part of their craft. And so it feels really good to partner with somebody, and we're able to actually give all of these other local businesses and local people work and an opportunity to work on their craft, especially with this state that we're in right now. So it's exciting. I'm so excited.
Good deal. Well, Miranda,
Yep.
I always appreciate talking to you. Thank you so much for coming on. And hopefully I'll run into you at Kavarna over some coffee sometime.
Yes. I want to thank you, but also because y'all social media, that I have to like take a picture or a boomerang so that I can put you on. People need to be able to see this. Okay. So are y'all ready?
Yeah.
Are you ready? Oh, let me flip. Oh, hey. All right. We're going to do a boomerang.
Okay.
Ready? 1, 2, 3. Hey, there we go. Perfect. Thank you so much, Jordan. This was really, I had no idea what to expect. And any other way I can support you, please know I have you. I'm grateful for you. Thank you for reaching out. And yeah, I'm just digging the whole background chair, tie, shorts, everything.
Take care, Miranda.
Yeah, you too. Bye-bye.
Bye.